Question number 12, Dr Megan Woods.
Thank you. To the Minister for the Environment. Has he, along with the Minister of Local Government, released for public consultation the discussion document on the statutory review of Environment Canterbury and options for regional governance, as advised to do by November 2014 in the briefing to incoming Minister? If so, when?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, the discussion document was approved by Cabinet on Monday and will be released by Louise Upston, the Associate Minister of Local Government, and I tomorrow. There were post-election changes in both portfolios, and the Associate Minister of Local Government and I wanted to consult with the 10 mayors of Canterbury and Ngāi Tahu before taking a proposal to Cabinet. We'll be meeting with all 10 councils across Canterbury, consulting on the proposal over the next 2 months, and we'll also be inviting public submissions by the 1st of May.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
Why did the Minister fail to complete the review by December 2014, as it was stated it would be by the Honourable Amy Adams and Paula Bennett in March 2014?
Order. Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
It's a pity the member can't prepare a question when I've just given the answer. There was a change in both portfolios of new ministers, myself and Louise Upston. Well, we wanted to meet with the mayors of Canterbury and with Ngāi Tahu and get the very best advice on an issue that's of huge importance to Canterbury.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
Why has the Minister been delaying the timeline against the advice of his officials and the undertakings of his predecessors to begin the process of restoring democracy to Environment Canterbury?
Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
We do want to give Canterbury people more of a say in the regional council, but we also want to make sure it is not the dysfunctional mess that we inherited from the previous government.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Nook Karako.
What progress has been achieved since the 2010 review of Environment Canterbury found the organisation was dysfunctional and failing to meet the statutory deadlines?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
The major failing was having no regional plan for Canterbury's nationally significant freshwater resources 19 years after the RMA was passed. Canterbury actually now has one of the most comprehensive water plans of any region in New Zealand. The second failing was the broken down relationships with the 10 councils and Ngāi Tahu, and the message that Ms Upston and myself has had is actually those relationships are now stronger than they ever have been. The third failing was that the statutory compliance with processing resource consents was failing 71% of the time. With the commissioners, that's been reduced to under 5%, and I think has been welcomed by all Cantabrians.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr Megan Woods.
How does he reconcile the answer to the previous question and his predecessor's statement that under the commissioners there has been significant improvements in freshwater management with the High Court's recent decision that Environment Canterbury under the commissioners acted unlawfully and failed to take account of the over-allocation of water for irrigation?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, I am yet to meet a single Cantabrian who will not tell me the commissioners have cleaned up one hell of a mess at Environment Canterbury. I point out the fact there's actually now a water plan. There actually now are red zones where there cannot be water takes. There actually is now more prosecutions for farmers not complying with resource consents than there was under the failed Environment Canterbury. The only people who I now know defending the Kerry Beck-led Regional Council is the Labor Party.
And that concludes questions for oral answer.